Hey folks, Mark here at RC Aviation and Crawling Headquarters in Central Oregon. Thanks for dropping by for a minute. I just wanted to real quickly share another modification I've done on this truck, and I've done a whole lot of modifications on this Axial SCX10II 1955 Ford F100. As you can quite clearly see, she's sitting on a bookshelf. It's reserved for her, and I've done just a lot of scale stuff. Full-scale interior, full-scale lighting system, custom paint. And a bunch of stuff, winch, Anyway, what this video is about is when you buy this truck stock, it comes with a spare tire mounted to a spare wheel, which is mounted on the truck similar to what you see here. It's mounted behind the cab there. It slants downward, as you can see, and it's quite a bit like that. The difference is that there's a lot more roll bar involved. It's a full roll bar, or roll cage, really, on the out-of-the-box version. There's another bar that comes off the left side of the cab down like this, and there's one on the right-hand side too. Yeah, so basically, there you go. So basically, originally out of the box, in addition to this sort of X-shaped crossbar deal that actually holds the spare tire, yeah, in addition to that, right there, in addition to the part that's holding the spare tire right now, there's also, again, another roll bar here and one on the other side. But I started off not even carrying the spare tire because I wanted an extra vintage look, just the look of the bed of the truck alone with all the scale goodies in it. Yep. But then I decided I did want to go ahead and go for the scale look of carrying a ready to bolt on spare wheel and tire. One of my favorite real crawling channels is called 24/7 Off-Road, or Off-Road 24/7. But it's these guys in Australia, and man, it's amazing. Their crawling, their real-life crawling is amazing, and it's very, very much like scale RC crawling. It's the same. So anyway, they often carry a ready-to-bolt-on tire and wheel, and so I decided I would too. The only thing I didn't like before was that the whole roll cage took up too much room. So what I decided to do is do a modified, and here's my DX5C transmitter too, which I love. That allows me to run my winch because I got buttons on it all over the place. Anyway, so I decided what I wanted to do was modify the original version of this. So I took off the extra roll cage stuff on each side of the spare tire, as I mentioned, and so that's cool. It gives it a cleaner look, but we've still got it mounted in the same place in the same way. And then now down here I've got some things. I've got my cooler here. It's got beer and sodas in there. There we go. But you can see if I try to open the lid, see, that's as far as I can get. It doesn't clear because the spare tire's in the way. See that? My sleeping bag, my camo sleeping bag, dead center. It's inconvenient to get to that when I'm camping after a long day of crawling, right? Or to get to my yellow ammo can, or in the dead center screen now we've got a bin full of pots and pans. In order for me to get to any of this stuff during the day, or when I get to camp at night after crawling all day, then this is in the way. But the way I've solved that is I've made this so it moves. There we go. So now I'm at my campsite after crawling all day. Pretend. And I want to get to my stuff. So since this breaks away here, since this slides out of the way, like that, it's ready to use on the trail, but then when you get to camp, you move that back. Okay, focus. Alright, and then you can access all your stuff, which means I can now get to my cooler. Focus. Thank you. I can now get to the quarts of Corona beer in my cooler, and the Coca-Cola's in the bottle. I can get to that now because of my swing away spare tire mount. I get to my camel sleeping bag real easy, my yellow ammo can, and my pots and pans back there. I get to all that real easy because of the swing away spare tire. Yep. So close up the cooler. There we go. Try to get focus again. There we are. And then we can come in here and we can go ahead and slide this down. Now this holds into place with Velcro, so that when I push it down like that, it stays in place with Velcro. See? Clean look, because you've only got the X that's holding the tire. You don't have all the extra roll cage stuff, so it's a much more clean look in my opinion, which I like. See that? And then I got my other stuff. I got my I got my trail tools there. Center screen, axe, pry bar, and shovel. Center screen now is all of my essential vehicle fluids. I've got that in there for replacing vehicle fluids. I got more quarts of coronavirus center screen, and in here in the center screen now is my food box. Back there to the very back, and there is my auxiliary fuel tank, along with the jerry can here, and one on the other side. Then there's my jack over there. Okay, so that's how that. Well, my transmitter's trying to fall down and cause trouble. So there we go. So that's what we got going on there, and I guess that's it. I guess that is it. There we go. Yeah, I think that's it. So there we go, side view, and front quarter view, if you will. I think it looks cool. It's very practical. Now I've made the since I put the wheel and tire on the back, just like an airplane, that changed the CG and made it tail heavy, including it made this shocks sit lower on the tail end because of the added weight of the tire wheel. So I adjusted the shocks, stiffened them up so that I stiffened them up so that what? Oh yeah, so that the weight of the tire and wheel doesn't affect it in the least. So that's it, folks. That's it. Breakaway tire mount. All right, and a little bit closer of the setup there. I think we already did this. Yeah, we did. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. Oh, thanks for subbing. Oh, and there you go. Signing off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.